this week we have a bit of a special guest in the tournament. We have Godzilla Goo. Most of the OCE players, we will know him as just Goo. Pretty strong player. So we're heading into our first match right now. I believe, just to double check, I believe this is Coro versus Goo. Gotta check on the second player. Oh, it's Dyna. Oh well. Apparently Dyna. Yes, I do believe Dyna is playing random today, so we could see some pretty interesting shenanigans coming out. So Dyna having a very strong start, going for the ingrain to recover it, and will duck underneath the discharge with the lower profile. However, Coro's not gonna let the meter gain deter him. He's stomping him pretty fast. Does sort the Leaf Blade the homie. Leaf Blade is not exactly the best move when it comes to being a pure reversal. Or lands it just frames, get the speed down with it, and Hunt is going to be a wall blast, and Coro's going to be able to get a run up 50-50. Dyna wakes up with Leaf Blade once again, and once again it does not work. Good stuff good challenge from Dyna. Coro with this, trying to be really spicy with the anti-air web. However, the Mimikyu will cover cover the JX anyway, so Coro will be moving on with the first game around here. Runs into the neutral Y. Dyna gets a conversion here, and Coro waking up with the spark here, stuffing out the 2x. The Clank. Very interesting interaction so far. Coro really on point with the just frames right so far. And he will apply that speed down debuff. So essentially, Dyna right now is carrying two debuffs. He's carrying the speed down debuff, and he's and a synergy down debuff that's gonna time out. So if Dyna wants to is going to opt to pop burst, he's probably going to do it after the debuff expires, which it now does. And now he's sitting in a fairly comfortable position with full resources on deck. Just playing it very safe. Dyna declaring burst in field. Just trying to run out the timer. However, I'm not too entirely sure if that's going to work out. Oh, I guess it does. Tries to go for the 5x cancel, but doesn't really need it. Gets the 5YY into the leaf blade, the burst leaf blade confirmed. And now Dyna is going to be sitting at a 50-50 range here. Calls the Rayquaza as the last of his first timer. And just goes for raw leaf blade. The classic rank Sceptile special. Alright, very solid play coming. Pretty interesting play coming in from Dyna so far. So he's going pretty strong as of the moment. Gets the crit with the Giga Drain. Very, very clean. And it's gonna miss the meaty, but manages to throw the wake up wild charge a little bit. A little bit of greed coming in from Coro there. Oh, speaking of greed, Dyna tries to go for the reversal JX, and Coro will web the wake up throw, going for a second web. I believe he still enough PSP for one more web. Oh, he tried to go for 3 webs. Alright, Coro gets this triple web, and ladies and gentlemen, anyone in the Twitch chat that's two Twitter clips for you today. Dyna getting crossed up. Libre Field JX somehow managing to cross up the CA of Sceptile earlier, and now Coro has declared burst in dual phase. Dyna with the counter burst, trapped in the corner. Good reaction by Coro. Dyna a little bit over ambitious with that. However, he is not debuffed with the Mimikyu, so it is still going to be quite doable. The HP left. Coro gets one more. Dyna has to survive this one more interaction, and that's a pretty good start. All right, Dyna is still in it. Calls the meter Rayquaza once again. However, it's going to drain his synergy meter. I'm not too entirely sure about that decision. Alright, Dyna's just going for chip, but Coro still has a life lead. I'm not entirely sure. Oh dear, Dyna cancelling into the wrong special move. Cancelled into Leaf Blade there. Yeah, that's a pretty big move right there. Unfortunately, Leaf Blade not able to stuff out the CA there, and Dyna continue on his roulette spin, lands onto the Mewtwo here in game 2. Alright. Let's see how Dyna's Mewtwo holds up against Coro's Libre. This can be a pretty explosive matchup for both characters. A little bit scary off of Mewtwo since he is a bit more susceptible defensively in this particular matchup. Then I get the first connection with the Psycho Cutter. And okay, apparently I don't think it does not appear that Dyna has a Mewtwo pet. He's going to get unblockable and took the crit. This is looking pretty sketchy right now. Tries to go for the meme beam on the wake up. Gets the homing. Alright. I see you, Dyna. And goes for the meme beam once again. Unfortunately, the beam, being a big meme, it's gonna go wide. Coro gets the just frame into the web. Gets another web. And will Coro go for the third one? No, Dyna crushes it this time. Coro unfortunately not able to find his third Twitter clip of the day. And commits to the full Psycho Cutter. And Coro just goes for the CADC web. Dyna caught sleeping asleep at the wheel here. And with one more burst in the tank, Coro looks like he's in a pretty commanding position. Dyna unfortunately rolling, I did roll the Cubone at the start of the round. It's going to give him a 50-50 unless Coro bursts, which he does. So it's out the corner, 9 seconds left on the clock. This is, oh my goodness. Coro just slowly walks up and webs Dyna, and Dyna mashed Fire Punch. Not a whole lot to analyze there. Alright, going to game 2, Dyna hole landing the Hype Beam. Tries to go for the meme beam this second time around. You know, fourth time around, you know. I don't know who said it, but apparently fool me 4 times. That's not gonna happen. Alright, Coro will get the web, but Dyna did tech it. He'll go for the web, and Dyna techs it. Tries to go for the web again. Fortunately, Coro is a bit fortunately for Dyna, Coro was a little bit misspaced. Tries to go for the AX, trying to crush it. Possible 2Y. Coro gets just frame into the web once more. We'll get a restand. Oh my goodness, what is happening? Dyna will opt for the corner switch instead of the combo here. A little bit of a scary decision, but this should trade. Oh, apparently it didn't, and Coro will get a very, very nice confirm off of the 2Y into the synergy burst. Might not quite kill with the scaling, but with the rage we'll see how. Oh yes, it most definitely does, what am I talking about? Alright. Coro will take a 2-0 over Dyna hole. That was interesting match to say the least. Unfortunately, Dyna not rolling characters that he actually knows he can actually play. So, unfortunate. Dyna will lose the first match.